Time to have a chat to Shubman Gill. Shubman, Simon Doull upstairs with Darren Ganga. Great start for yourself and Sai. What happened post that, in your opinion?
Wicket wasn't easy to hit, from get-go, and this was the conversation that if there's one batsman set, we have to play at least 17-18 overs so that we can get a good 200 to 10 total on the board. But I think losing back-to-back wickets didn't help our cause.
Yeah, and the middle order have probably only had one or two games where they've had to contribute. So because you guys have been so good at the top, they haven't had a lot of work to do. So is it about getting them some time in the middle as well sometimes?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, it wasn't when we were batting, the ball was stopping. Wasn't an easy wicket to hit from the first ball. But I think our strike rotation in the middle wasn't as good as we expected, and it's something that we need to work on.
Shubman, tough luck tonight, or today I should say. When you're defending a total and you have opposition batting as powerful as a Nicholas Pooran and Aiden Markram, what's a mindset that you have as a captain?
Always looking to take wickets. That was the conversation that yes, we were behind in the game, but if we get 2-3 wickets here, the match can go very deep, and it did. Went very deep. But we were talking about it, the wicket. I think there was a bit of dew after the 10th, 11th over when we were bowling, and the ball didn't stop as much as we thought it did.
Are you proud of how long you took the game, how deep you took the game, and the bowlers kept fighting?
Yeah, always a good sign. When I think they needed 30 of 30 runs, and the match going till the last over is always a good sign for us, fighting till the end. And that was the conversation in the second time out, that we're going to take this game as deep as possible.
Well, it's your first loss for a few games, so don't get too down on yourself. Hard luck tonight, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much, Shubman.
Thank you, guys.
Time to call upon Rishabh Pant, the winning captain. Rishabh, 3 wins on the trot, and the second successive win against Gujarat Titans. Must be feeling happy with the way things are going around for you.
See, definitely feeling happy. Like we said before, just following the same path again and again, and just believing in each other's ability, and just taking one match at a time.
Rishabh, at one stage, 12th over, they were 120 for no loss, and both of them were batting beautifully, the openers. What was the chat around at that time? Because suddenly in the next 8 overs, things turned around for your team and the bowling unit.
I think the idea was mostly to bowl Yorkers and into the wicket, slow ones, and the way bowler executed at that given point of time was amazing. Absolutely, they pulled the game back for us. That was good to see that.
So were you happy with what you had at the halfway stage?
See, definitely the way it went in the starting wasn't so happy, but it's a T20 game and you can be put under pressure, but the way they pulled it back, it's amazing to see that.
During the batting time, give us an idea of where your confidence is at the way you're hitting or striking the ball.
I think every match I'm feeling much better. I think today Marsh gave me opportunity, he wasn't there, so I thought the more I spend time on the wicket, it's going to be good for me going forward in the tournament, and that's what I did. Just spending more time on the wicket definitely helps as a player, but each and every time I step onto the field, just feel good factor. And it's a team game. Eventually, you got to keep winning the matches and try to put your best foot forward.
Aiden Markram batted beautifully, but just the way Nicholas Pooran has been striking, and you yourself being a left-hander, how wonderful is it to watch a flow like that, batsmanship like that?
I think one thing is for sure that we are happy to have Nicholas Pooran in our team. Like, you want someone like him to be batting from your side instead of like batting against. But the way he's been, like, it's not just hitting the ball all the time. He's trying to read the game as well as where he can get boundaries, where he can hit sixes, and the way he's reading the game right now, having a portable patch, just trying to do best for our team, and the way he's batting is phenomenal.
Thanks for the time, and may this wonderful run continue for you and your team.
Thank you.
Rishabh Pant, the skipper of LSG. Finally, it's player of the match time, and may I request Mr. Manish Gupta and Ms. Avarna Jain to come forward and present Aiden Markram with the player of the match award, please. 58 of 31, and also can't forget the crucial catch of Shubman Gill at the boundary ropes. Aiden, I've got a mark which actually looks like your, what should I say, uniform. It's right there. So that our cameras can get you nice and bright. Really wonderfully well batted. Can I say, or is it fair to say that it was a sort of a slow start for you in the IPL, but the last 3 or 4 games, it seems that you've found your touch and the rhythm?
Yeah, definitely slow. You want to start this competition sort of ahead of the game, but unfortunately fell a bit behind. But slight change of role, and it's probably just getting accustomed to that again and being up top and having that complete freedom to play your game and take the bowlers on. So didn't come off in the first few, but grateful that the last couple of knocks have been a bit better.
What would you put that turnaround to? Because all you international players have played lots of international cricket. Not only that, just turning up and playing for franchise cricket. How easy is it sometimes to hit the ground running? Or how tough is it sometimes?
Yeah, it can be a bit of both, to be honest. Schedules are packed, obviously, so you sort of just hopping around, playing lots of cricket. Conditions are always changing and things like that. So there's lots to take in, but ultimately you need to stick true to your game. There's guys that can hit sixes for fun. That might not be my strength, so back what you're good at. So if it comes off, the team can benefit from that.
It's lovely you brought that about, because sometimes in golf they say that when you're playing with big hitters you start swinging harder. You're playing with somebody like Mitch Marsh and Nicholas Pooran who seem to hit sixes for fun. Sometimes you get sucked into that.
You can very easily, yeah. So initially in the competition, sort of thought I need to remold my game and find a way to really clear the boundaries as often as they do. But you always end up going back to your strength as a player. If it's good enough for selection, then you get backed. If not, you completely understand. So I think it's quite important to stick true to things like that. And yeah, if the team can benefit and you can come off with the team, obviously that's the most important.
And just coming back to this game, there was a phase where it seemed as if the Gujarat Titan batters came a bit unstuck in the latter half or the back end of the innings. But whilst you guys came out, or you batters came out, you found it very easy. Was there any change in the surface or the way it played?
Yeah, I think it did change a bit, to be honest. Obviously, during the hot sun here, it was slightly on the slower side. We saw how the slow balls were gripping, and then we were expecting a bit of change maybe after 10 overs in our innings, but by then the lights were on, and I think that made a bit of a difference. So fortunate to get on the right side of the toss this time, and something to keep aware moving forward. If we do play another day game somewhere, to keep that in mind, that yeah, when you're batting first, it can be a lot tougher. So finding a good score and sort of valuing partnerships will be quite important.
Aiden, really well batted, and thanks for your time, and we'll see you soon.
Thanks, Murli. Thank you.
Aiden Markram, our player of the match. He batted beautifully. LSG go up to 8 points.